I'm about to whip somebody's arm.
Now, from the Autoglass America studios, it's the Mike Calta After Show.
Happy Hour.
What's going on? This is Happy Hour. Filling in for the Mike Calta Show. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy. Call the show at 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. I want to get to know the neighbors. I want to get to know my haters, even though I have more lovers, including my girlfriend. So call now and tell me what's happening in your life. Tell me what's going on, if it's good or bad. Maybe you just got a promotion. Maybe you just got fired. Maybe you just got laid, or you're drunk at 10 a.m., which is possible. Let us know. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. So this man, I broke his radio supposedly. Like, me talking just made the radio explode. So I put him on hold so that he could listen to Happy Hour. And this guy, this P1 listener of the bone, which is everybody, he sat on hold for 24 minutes. So that means he heard the rest of the segment. So let me go to the 937, which isn't that the area code for Pittsburgh? Am I correct?
Yeah, so like I called the show, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and what was your critique? What was your critique of the segment? I want to hear from you, because I like to hear from the everyday average Joe and Janes that grind, that are working on the job site, that are listening. What did you think of it?
No, we didn't really go into it. So you were talking earlier about it.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. I was asking him for a critique, and he did not give it to me. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. Joe Exotic files for divorce from Dylan. And to me, this has to be really hard for Joe Exotic, because 2 years ago, this guy was at the top of the world. Everybody loved them, some Joe Exotic. Remember at the beginning of quarantine when we had no idea what was going to happen in this world, and Joe Exotic was there to save the day with Carol Baskin? Well, now he's pretty much irrelevant. It's like talking about John and Kate +8. Like, no one really cares about him anymore. So you got to think, if you're Joe Exotic in 2020, you got this big Netflix documentary that everybody likes. And then you have Donald Trump, who is pardoning everybody, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, other people. So Joe Exotic in 2020 was like, yes, I'm going to get pardoned. Then I'm going to be able to have sex with my husband again and live the rest of my life because I'm going to be set free. And then Trump doesn't pardon him, and then Biden's elected, and Biden doesn't really pardon people, even though he should pardon himself from the office. But all of a sudden, he's seeing that he's going to be serving those 23 years in jail. So then he goes, okay, well, at least my husband's loyal. We can have conjugal visits. We can hang out and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, he files for a divorce. 727-579-1025. Joe Exotic is giving up on his marriage while he sits behind bars because he just filed for divorce. The Tiger King actor filed divorce docs Thursday after more than 4 years from Dylan. So even Joe is like, this isn't going to work out. And it's got to be sad, It's got to be weird, too. If you are a person that's in jail or prison, call now, 727-579-1025. How do you keep the relationship going when you're in jail? I just got done watching the first season of Power, Ghost, the show, part of the Power universe. It's amazing TV created by Courtney Kemp. And let me tell you, in the show, Mary J. Blige is banging this cop while her drug dealer husband is in prison. And I feel like that's what happens a lot, is if your one person is in prison and you can't get that many conjugal visits, all of a sudden it's like you got to start sleeping around. And I don't really believe in that, but let's see. 813, you're on the air. What's happening?
This is Jalen. What's up, Javi?
What up, Jalen? What's going on, bruh?
I was wondering, did the whole cast walk out before you took that break? Did Mike and
they are long gone. And let me check real quick to see if Kelta texted me back. He did not. I asked them in a group chat how it went. So I think if you don't hear, that's better. Because in radio, if you hear, that's not a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you. Are they upset or what's up? Because your segment is not terrible, but.
No, I feel you. What would you want to hear, sir? Jalen, you're in the drive-thru at Dunkin'. What would you want to hear while you're getting your iced coffee? What would be Jalen's favorite radio show? What would that show do?
102.5 The Bone for sure. I need you at 1,000,000 miles per hour because this is entertaining.
Thank you, sir. And here's the very annoying thing, Jalen. Do you have ADD or ADHD, or do you have anything that makes you hyper?
I do not. I'm a subtle kind of guy.
I get that vibe from the way you talk. The very hard thing that has always hurt me in life is my speech. And what it is even when I would do a class project or a class speech 10 years ago or whatever, 12 years ago, and I would be in class and they'd said, you have to talk for a minimum of 5 minutes and you have your PowerPoint and you go through it in 2 minutes. It always caused me to get C minuses. Now I might be in denial that I got C minuses because that's all I really worked for. But people want me to be slow and quiet, and that's just not me. And Galvin was saying that I am me when I talk tired at 6:30 in the morning. There's multiple people some of the most famous radio people, all these guys are so quiet off the air. And then when you go on air, they're different. Do you really think if you watch ESPN, you watch Skip Bayless, him yelling about sports, do you think when he goes to Trader Joe's to buy $300 of groceries, because I imagine he does that, seems like the type of guy, that he's just yelling about the guacamole? Or do you think he'd be a little different if he was board hopping a show, What do you think, Jalen?
Yeah, I got you. It seems like you took a 40 milli vanilli of the Addy.
Well, sir, do you have any fun plans for this weekend? Anything going on in the world of Jalen?
I am en route to Buffalo Niagara International Airport, leaving a job. I travel for work, and you were right about one thing. I am the guy that is drunk at 10 a.m., so what's up?
What's up? So you're in Buffalo, New York right now?
Yeah, I'm driving to Buffalo, New York.
And what are you doing in Buffalo, New York? Will you be getting their chicken wings?
No, I'm a service technician for a crematorium, so I travel wherever the machine is at, and I repair them.
Oh, man, that's a very dark job. What do you do in your free time?
Yeah, we're the last responder.
Yeah, what do you do in your free time to, not bring the thought of death home? Because that's got to be – I'm a very sympathetic, empathetic person, so I would feel it hard. So, do you play happy music? What do you do to try to cheer yourself up?
I'm a sad guy. I listen to sad music.
What's a sad song for you that you just are listening to that just puts you in a sad mood?
Runaway by Aurora.
Man, you are a sad guy. Jalen, cheer up, man. You're a good guy, and you obviously have good taste in radio. If you're listening to the Mike Calta Show and then Happy Hour, you are just killing it in life, my friend.
Awesome. Well, you take care, man. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, bro. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. I want to get to know the neighbors today, so we will go to the calls. I have never taken a call from the 609, so we are going to – I'm not going to say the term I was going to say. Never mind. We got the FCC. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Hoppy? It's Tommy. I live in Venice, Florida now.
What's Venice like, my friend? I've never been there.
Venice is beautiful. It's close to the beach. A lot of different beaches. I mean, a lot of seniors and all that. But I really dig it. It's not as hectic as Tampa when I'm leaving now.
Yeah, dude. Tampa traffic. I got to be in the right mindset to drive through it because you got to think. You got to think on the spot. You know what I mean? It can be hectic, bro.
I'm in a gasoline tanker right now. That's what I do 6 days a week, leaving Tampa back to Fort Myers right now.
How badly have the gas prices been hurting you, sir?
Well, I don't pay for the gas. I just deliver the gas, but it hurts when I have to fill my personal vehicle up, that's for sure.
That's the good part. That's the one thing you have that a lot of people have, like Gray from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio, which is on tomorrow from 5 to 8 a.m. on the Bone. He drives his company vehicle to the show, and it's like, that's brilliant, you know? Like, I wish I had that.
Oh.
I luckily Yeah.
I'm sorry. It cost the company $500 a day in diesel for this truck to run 12 hours. Average is about $500 a day for diesel.
And you know what's bizarre about the prices going up and everything is the thought that, like, it's the same gas. It's just world leaders and the elite and whoever messed this up. Like, we're being screwed even though it's the same gasoline. Inflation's bizarre, bro.
All right. You got it. Anyhow,
Yeah.
What I wanted to call out and shout and say, whoever's getting married, prenup.
Why? What happened to you?
Because it's going through the divorce, lost the whole house, got to pay $100,000 and pay her attorney's fees for 10 years of marriage.
What happened? What went wrong?
Probably worked too much. People change. Everybody changes, you know. That's what happens over time. I would say that, and, you know.
What was the
I don't
moment?
know.
Like, for me, my moment of when I broke up with my ex-fiance 4 years ago was when she moved out of the house and said we were just boyfriend, girlfriend, and took off the ring. That was kind of a moment when you go, okay, but I waited for her to dump me 3 months later. For you, was there a breaking point when you realized?
I think the breaking point was me because I do work 6 days a week was the time because I don't have enough time to spend with her. And she told me since I can't make the time to spend with her, I'm not a man. So I knew then it was over.
Listen, you have the 609 area code, so you are a man. Thank you for the call. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. Let's go to the 765. Hello, you're on the air.
What's up, Happy? How are you?
What's up, bro? What's your name?
Dustin. Glad to meet you.
Good to meet you too, bro. What's happening?
I just wanted to say I love your energy. I think you would shine in sports or even some sort of stocks. But love the energy. Keep it up.
Yeah, you know who I used to like watching growing up, even though I knew nothing about money and don't have any currently? I love Jim Cramer on CNBC. That guy cracks me up, bro. You know who I'm talking about?
Right. Just add a little bit of Gordon Ramsay attitude to that. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. I couldn't do Gordon Ramsay's act on the radio because I couldn't swear. Sometimes I wish you could watch the uncensored version because the swears that they beep out when I used to watch Hell's Kitchen, it's crazy, bro.
Right. Very true.
Thank you for the call, sir.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. 727-579-1025. Oh, my goodness. We have a 941 area code. I love these. Hello.
What's going on, Hoppy? It's Soda. How you doing, man?
What's up, Soda? The best rapper around. What's going on?
Chilling, man. Just want to say, keep doing you, bro. You're doing a great job. Don't lower your energy for anybody, and just keep killing it, bro.
What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not a soft guy. When I'm soft on
They're
radio,
don't be Hoppy.
Yeah.
Don't be yourself, bro.
But it's just a bizarre thing because it's like, what am I supposed to say? Because it's like when I'm talking on air at 6 a.m., I'm very tired. You know what I mean? Like, and this is another thought just for life. I don't know you, even though I know you pretty well. You don't know me. I don't know anybody. Like, we don't know what's going on inside of anybody's head. That's why I always try to be nice and friendly to people, is you truly never know what somebody is going through. You never know.
That's true, man. That's very true. I hope you have a great day, Hoppy.
You too, bro. You got any fun plans this weekend?
Right now I'm delivering a water heater from Phoenix, Arizona to a fire station in San Antonio, Texas right now.
Oh, my goodness. What do you do when you're doing the long drives and you're tired, sir? What do you do to keep yourself awake? Because I don't think I could do that, bro.
A lot of coffee, and I pretend like I'm picking up virtual coins as I travel the road, you know? Like, I get paid a certain amount per mile, so I kind of just, you know, money is a good motivation, man, so.
You should create an NFT of soda. You should have an NFT, bro, just like Gary Vee says.
I'm working on doing a website where it has like a map of the United States, and it has like me with a big head on my van, like going across. You can click on it, and then I'll have like a live feed from the van where it's like a 360 camera and stuff. I'm trying to work on something like that, but right now I just have the YouTube channel. So
now, this is just a disclaimer. This is a warning. I am not paid a cent by Soda. I haven't even met you in person, but where can people find your work?
My music you can find on any streaming platform under State of the Art 1 and 2. Those are my albums, and you can search my name SOTA, like Sarasota. That's where I'm from. And then you can find my YouTube channel that I'm doing right now. It's called Expediting America, and that's on YouTube. Just search Expediting America. My last video I just posted like 3 days ago on like 750 pounds of bread for Pepperidge Farms. They were doing research and development for everything like bagel hamburger bun. So they sent me from Lakeland, Florida to Connecticut with 750 pounds of fresh bread, smelled delicious, just for research and development that they might not even use and put out. It's crazy how much money they spend on stuff.
Dude, why didn't you drop me off some? Pepperidge Farm is quite possibly one of the most underrated food brands of all time. Their vanilla ice cream cake or their cakes or whatnot, any of their desserts, my friend, oh my God, it's better than sex. Pepperidge Farm is the truth, and I'm not being paid by them at all. I just grew up on Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah, I agree, brother.
All right, thank you for the call, sir.
Thank you, bro. Have a great day.
You too, dude. Let's go to the 401, because today you can go to every 727 or every 813, and that's cool, but I like to get to know the neighbors that have different area codes. Hi, you're on the air.
How's it going?
What's happening, my friend? What's your name?
Rob.
What's going on, man?
Oh, another day. I just wanted to call to give you some positive criticism on the radio show.
Go on.
I'm new to Florida. My TikTok name is SoFlo Transplant. I've been listening to The Bone, I don't know, like 9 months now.
Damn it.
So
Thank you for listening. Our ratings are through the roof, so because of hardworking people like you that listen all day, my friend, we are doing very well.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver, so I get the after-hour show from, I start listening around 4:30 in the morning, and I'm on till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's on all day in my truck.
Bro, truck drivers are the best, man. They are the most loyal listeners, and they have some of the best thoughts about radio because they listen all day and they get it. And you guys need entertainment so you're not in your head when you're driving in the middle of cornfields in Iowa. So let me ask you, sir, what's going on? What is your thought in this call?
Well, I remember when Mike first asked you to come on pretty much full time, you were like, I guess you were a part-timer. I don't know what it was. And then Mike started letting you do the after-hour show. I'm not going to lie, at first you're a little bit annoying. I'm like, but I listened through it, and the show got pretty good. I was like, this guy's all right. And you take criticism well, and keep it up, man. Well, I think you're going to go far in this business.
I'm not saying you literally, but rhetorically, you have to be a narcissist if you're not going to take advice. If you don't take advice and you don't take criticism, you're not going to get that far in life. Listen, I've been beaten down my whole life. I had every bully tell me I suck. I've had radio people tell me I suck. I've had people tell me I'm great and wonderful. But the thing is, you got to be level-headed and realize it's just words, man. You got to be happy with your life because Don Miggs said it best to me. I texted Don Miggs a few weeks ago before the show, and I was like, we're going to keep grinding, bro, because he's got his band, Whole Damn Mess. I got my thing. And he was like, he essentially told me, are you happy? Do you make the people around you happy? If you were to die tomorrow, would you be proud of what you do? And that big moments don't define you because they're just a moment, but it's about every little accomplishment. So the fact that Mike Calta gave me this opportunity is an accomplishment. The fact that you called in and took your time to call me, that's an accomplishment. You got to take the small victories.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. And that's why I wanted to call in and let you know what I thought.
Awesome, bro. Any fun plans for this weekend before I let you go?
Fishing, man. If I ain't working, I'm fishing. I'm either on the boat or out in waders.
Let me tell you. What time do you fish? What day?
I like to fish on Saturdays, but my good bud usually works Saturdays, so we end up going Sundays. The morning starts usually around 3:30. Because I live in Sebring, so I'm central. I like to be at the boat ramp for like 6 a.m., and then we usually fish, depending on the bite, we'll knock off between 11 and 1.
Let me tell you, if you want to hear the best fishing talk show in town, because there's a few, listen to Tampa Bay.
I listen to it.
Oh, thank you, bro. We work hard on that. Shout out to Captain Zach. I don't know why I said Jack. Captain Zach and Gray Burchell.
Yeah, I actually catch them a lot of times when I'm heading out fishing because they start early, like 3 or something, right?
Well, I get up at 3:25, and then I get here and make sure everything's timed out, and then they're here at 6 to 8, and they put in so much work, man. Shout out to them, man. It's just I enjoy seeing them because they're so passionate about fishing that sometimes I have no idea what they're talking about, but then I like Google the words, and like it's fun to learn because I don't know anything about fishing, so I love being around different cultures.
I like listening to them because they throw a lot of different. I don't know if they're sponsors or what, but different tackle they use and where they go. But I've never fished the West Coast, but they reveal a lot of spots where they go. So someday when I get over there, I get all these little spots jotted down, and I'd like to check it out. I primarily fish the East Coast because that's where my bud lives. He lives in Port St. Lucie.
I feel you, my friend. Well, the next time you're up, be sure to call in. Sounds good, bro?
Yes, man, I will.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to another 941 before we go to break to split up this segment. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, man? This is Chris Odom. How's everybody doing? How's you doing, man?
I'm doing amazing, bro. What's happening?
Not much. Just at work, man. I work with piano guys. We are on the road right now, man. I listen to your morning station every time I'm at work, man. 1025 The Bone. Hey, I just wanted to get on here and just let everybody know, man, that y'all are doing wonderful, wherever that y'all are, at work, at home, doing whatever. If you're at work, if you work hard, kick your feet up and give your time to yourself and do it up at all times, man. Hey, I love what you got going on with everything that you do, man, for real.
Bro, I really dig your vibe and your energy. You seem like a guy that, like, you're very laid back, like someone that I would want to get a beer with.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, beers. Oh, speaking of beers, hey, my favorite beer, Bury, Victory Bury. Hey, you ever had a Golden Monkey?
Bro, I have not had a Golden Monkey. I feel like I've missed out on life because I have not had a Golden Monkey.
Whenever you go to Publix, get yourself a Golden Monkey. I wish I can just air fax money to you right now, $12 or something, so I can get you a Golden Monkey.
Well,
but yeah, listen, I just hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful night, man. I hope you eat all the macaroni that you can because macaroni is great. It's good for the soul. I hope everybody else have a wonderful day and wonderful night too, man. Hey, get home safe to your families, your friends, and your pets and plants alike. Planet Earth, we are here, man. Real deal.
Happy Hour.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
All right. I was able to wrangle myself in. Saw some of the tweets. As usual, 50% liked them, 50% had critiques, and a lot of them want me to talk slower. They want me to slow down a little bit. You kind of realize when the biggest radio show in Florida and one of the biggest shows in the country goes, hey, could you fill in for 20 minutes, and you have nothing really prepped out, you got to give me a little bit of credit. Not too much. I'm not asking for ass kissing. I'm just saying it's a grind. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. We have two people that have been on hold that have waited for 20 minutes. And that's when you know that they are a legit listener. That's when you know that they care. Hi, 727, you're on air.
Hey, what's up, Hoppy? My name's Truth. How you doing?
What up, Truth? Give me the truth.
I'll tell you, first of all, you're doing a great job. I love how you're not listening to those haters. The more you let that roll off your back, the less haters you get.
Well, so here's the thing. And I'm glad you said that because I want to ask you something. I'm not going to read the whole article because I don't really get into sports talk. But you know Kevin Durant, right, of the Brooklyn Nets?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, so he has a Twitter problem where he's had burner accounts and he's defended himself, but then didn't go onto the burner and it was on his main account. And Nick Wright, that guy on Fox Sports 1 that says all the outrageous things, he was saying Kevin Durant called himself a god. So then Nick Wright said, if KD is a god, what does that make Giannis? And then Kevin Durant said, a god, just like you, but you are a peasant. And like, to me, bro, Kevin Durant is one of the 75 best players of all time. He's been an MVP. He's going into the Hall of Fame. He's won championships. He plays in the biggest city. Isn't it bizarre when, like, they care? Like LeBron seems to care a little bit, but he doesn't respond that much. But I just love when public figures get hate. Like you're not going to get everybody to like you, you know? And it's like,
That's the truth.
And then the people that don't like you, if they're putting up posts about you or tweeting about you, that should be flattering because that means that you had an impact for them to talk about you. You know what I mean? If you're not getting a reaction, then you would not have called, you know? You know what I mean?
The more you ignore the haters, the less hate you get in the long run.
I'm aware too of what is said. I'm aware of what is said, but I don't read it because it's like that's completely fine. They can think that. That's cool. I would rather have
two
some
things really quick.
Yeah, go on.
I'm sorry about that. Well, you were talking about earlier. You were talking about Joe, like Tiger King guy.
Yes, sir.
Getting divorced.
Yes, sir.
My take on that is if you get sentenced to 5 years or more in prison and you're not like a multi-zillionaire, those divorce papers are coming. It's just a matter of when. Like it's a foregone conclusion. They're coming. It's just a matter of when. And he doesn't have the money from his fame.
Yeah,
you know
he
I mean?
didn't make enough money. He made it while he was in prison because I think I kind of remember him when he ran for president 6 years ago. I remember hearing something, but it never caught on like it did once he was in prison.
And also, I tweeted you. Look that up. I want to be TikTok buddies with you.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
I will be sure to add you. And your name is Truth, a.k.a. Jason, on
Hey,
TikTok.
that's me.
If people want to follow you. Any fun plans for this weekend before I let you go?
Just telling one dad joke, and that's my plan. Did you hear about the guy who didn't pay his exorcist?
No, what happened?
His house got repossessed.
Oh, man.
But I'm
Thanks, bro.
It's supposed.
I hung up on him fast. I believe that house was located in Brooksville. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? It's interesting that you're taking calls, but 90% of listeners tune into the after show to listen to News with Galvin because they missed it in the morning.
I got Mike Kelta's approval to do the after show. Any critiques, my friend? What's your name? First of all, 941. What's your name?
Mike.
What's happening, Mike?
I'm just trying to listen to the News with Galvin because I missed it because I woke up a little late.
Well, it is on the Bone app.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Any critiques? Because you are a listener who called in, so I made enough of an impact to make you call in. Any critiques, my friend? Besides saying blah, 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 Galvin's News, any critiques?
It's interesting that you're taking calls. They don't take calls very much anymore. But like I said, I tune in the after show for a reason. They do the same.
I heard you the first time, my friend. 727-579-1025. Hello, 631. You're on the air.
Hey, Happy, it's Carol. How are you?
What's going on, Carol? The last time I spoke to you, in this economy where we can't really afford anything, you wanted me to get a house. So what's going on now?
Well, we'll work on that. No, I just wanted to say, you know what? If you weren't doing so good, Mike, and Don Miggs, they would never have you on. Correct?
I appreciate that. It means a lot because you got to think these guys have been in radio for 30 years, so they kind of know what they're talking about, you know?
Exactly. You have a good weekend. Love your girlfriend there, and we're going to find you a house.
All right, we will. Not in this economy. 727-579-1025. 1-800-771-1025. Hi, you're on the air.
What's up, buddy? This is Daniel Johnson. What's up?
What's up, Daniel Johnson, the best one of all time? What's going on?
Yeah, man, Dan the man. Hey, so I just wanted to call in and give you some constructive criticism. Since you're asking
go for it. No, of course, go for it.
Yeah, you got it, brother. Listen, what do they say, the best players in the world, what's the one thing that they have going for them?
What's that?
Is that they're coachable. Yes, sir. And I respect that. I respect that you respect the Mike Calta show and all that stuff, but when they try to critique you on stuff, you kind of just blow it off. But if you took some of the stuff that they told you and you worked on it, and like the last lady called, she said that, if you weren't on their shows, they wouldn't like you, But I just think that if you took the criticism that they give you, that you would be all right. I mean, you're already doing good, but if you just critique it a little bit,
Dan,
you'll be amazing, man.
That's your name, right? Dan? Dan the man?
Yes, sir.
Well, think about it this way. So you get up, and I'm not talking about being tired, but you get up at 4:55 a.m., you produce the biggest show in town, and all of a sudden, the biggest show in town, it's like, hey. And when I say town, I'm not saying like a town of 5 people. That's slang from Chicago because it's made people mad. The biggest show in this market being Clearwater, St. Pete, Tampa, the whole area, and it goes from Orlando essentially all the way to past Fort Myers. When they say, hey,
for sure.
and I had absolutely nothing planned. They said, hey, can you take over for 20 minutes? Yeah, I came out the gate a little too hyper, but you got to remember when you have the whole crew on the other end, it's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking, but I don't pat myself on the back. I don't do it that much. But I will say, you got to agree that I came out, dude, I was like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I hit the little nail and I died. But then in my second round, I've been slower and taking calls. You know what I mean? Like, I'll admit the first segment wasn't.
You've been getting better as time goes on.
Thank you.
I will say that.
That's all I needed to hear. I needed to hear your compliment. Thank you. 727-579-1025. Hi, where are you from?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's your name and where are you
Oh,
from?
hey, how's it going, brother? My name's TJ. I was letting you know, man, you just be you. You're being awesome. You fill in all the time and help people out. You just run the boards when they need it. They're having a last-minute event that they have nobody to go in, like, whether it's the cruise or anything. Bro, you're in there all the time.
I appreciate
People don't
that.
see that. Like, listen to it on the radio, and they don't appreciate that. Dude, you're awesome. So just keep on the good work, man.
And here's
keep,
here's the thing, too, is, like, the reason the Bone excels and the reason the Bone does so amazing is because we listen to the listeners. Everybody DMs back to listeners for the most part, if you're not annoying. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of radio shows, they, like, don't follow anybody on social media, and you can't even DM them. So that's why I've taken this segment from the neighbors and from the callers is I want to know how to improve. And I'll admit, the first 20 minutes during the Calta show, I was really nervous because all of a sudden the great Mike Calta's like, hey, can you do 20 minutes? So it's a little unfair to judge me when I was a little nervous, but in this after show, I have taken some of the meanest comments and gone, hey, and I won over the callers. So I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, you're, like I said, you're awesome, dude. And, I feel like in, even 10 years from now, shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if you had your own show. Just,
Hey,
yeah,
man.
that's awesome, dude. Keep doing work. Thank you.
All that
Love
I
you,
have,
brother.
thank you, bro. Oh, jeez. All that I have right now is this moment, and we have a few more minutes left, so let's go to this caller. It's another 863, and then we'll get to some more of the news. Hi, who's this?
It's Israel from Lakeland.
What's up, Israel from Lakeland? What's happening, my friend?
Not much, Ryan. Not much, man. I'll give you props because you're doing something a lot of us wish we could be doing right now on the radio, and that's being on the radio. And you've made it, bro. You've made it. And I've been listening to The Bone for the past 5 years now. And anytime you take over, it's the same record, bro. You are asking about critiques.
Well, but here's the difference. That's partially not completely at all true because for like the last 7 shows, I didn't take it. The first 2, like when John Senning and Monica were here in November and I took over, and then one time I did the Mike O show, but I've actually not done that. I'm just taking calls from the listeners because it was controversial that I got a segment during a top-rated radio show, so I want to hear from them. And I believe in what I do. I'm not changing anything.
You're doing awesome, bro. Your character and what you do, don't listen to these haters telling you to slow down. You are you, and that's what makes you, bro. So don't listen to the haters. Just keep doing you. If they don't like it, they can change the station for the moment. That's all they can do, man. But just keep doing you, man.
Now, before I let you go, you heard the sad news about Bruce Willis, right?
Yes.
What do you think is his best movie?
Can you repeat that? You cut out a little bit. Sorry.
I said, what do you think is Bruce Willis's best movie?
Honestly, I want to say Hudson Hawk.
What is that? I've never heard of that, man.
You've never seen the Hudson Hawk?
I'm looking it up right now.
It's from.
Oh man, his phone's breaking up, but it is on the Tubi app, and I will be sure to watch it this weekend. Thank you for the call. 727-579-1025 and 1-800-771-1025. It has 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb, so that means it's really good because when you get into the 3.8 range, that's when you got to watch out for those movies. Because, like, not everybody's going to like everything. Like, my rating on Apple Podcasts is like a 3.9 on a 5. And honestly, that kind of represents the grades I got in class, so I'll take it. Hi, you're on the air.
What's going on, Slim? How's it going?
What up, bruh?
Hey, this is Brandon the Gas Man here. I just want to tell all your listeners that took advantage of the Mike Calta free gas giveaway today.
Damn right.
That was brought to you by Mike Calta and your friendly gas man. If you see the gas man come in the store parking lot, please get out of his way. He's doing you a service. Get away from the free air pump. Get away from the unloading heads.
Yeah.
Thank you gas drivers out there doing your thing, baby.
Yes, sir. And most importantly, it was brought to you by Farah and Farah. For all the info on them, it's farahandfarah.com. 727-579-1025. Hi, you're on the air.
Like that other guy said, I wish you just close your mouth and just play the news.
All righty. 727, you're not going to win everybody over. 579-1025. And I will close my mouth for 2 seconds. Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, Hoppy.
What up?
I have a trick that might help you.
What is the trick? Because I have had people give me critiques, but I have not had a trick yet on the Mike Calta after show on April Fool's. So what's going on?
I always had a problem speaking too quickly when I was giving presentations in school. But it's because you're afraid of the empty space. If you don't talk, nothing happens. Maybe play some music behind you so you're not so afraid of the empty space between your sentences, and that might help you relax a little bit.
Give me an example. Give me one sentence that I could do.
I think it's just the overall broadcast. If you had some music low behind you, you might be a little more willing to kind of pace yourself.
How is this
and
fun?
not be so?
You get some classical music, we sip on wine, talk about life. Does this work for you, my friend?
Sure. I don't hear any music, but
you hear that?
There you go.
At Beethoven,
There you go.
getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
Nothing says party like Beethoven.
There you go.
727-579-1025. Thank you. And 1-800-771-1025. Man, it is crazy to think that Bruce Willis will never act again. Because like when you think about it, in every movie he's ever been in, he's the guy that nobody could beat. You know what I mean? He's always been the superhero. He's always been the guy that just got the job done in Die Hard, which I believe is a Christmas movie. And then he can't work anymore. That's like, it makes you think about dying, and it makes you realize that we're here just for a finite amount of time. You know what I mean? Like finite, like Bruce Willis is not acting anymore. If you had told me who is somebody that's going to be like a John Voight, that's going to be like a Chris Walken, that's going to act for a long time, I would tell you it'd be Bruce Willis. And hearing that breaks my heart. But real quick, we got about 4 minutes. So I'll play a little bit of this. We got Inside Edition. We got Deborah telling us about Bruce Willis.
Did Bruce Willis's cognitive challenges put others on the movie set at risk? Now that his family has gone public with his aphasia diagnosis, disturbing stories of his troubles on the set are emerging, including one from 2 years ago when more than once Willis allegedly fired a prop gun loaded with a blank on the wrong cue. Here's Amber.
Man, what is going on with these prop guns? I'm not saying movies shouldn't have guns, but my God.
Mercogliano.
Bruce Willis has secretly struggled for years to keep making movies as aphasia tightened its grip. While shooting the 2020 movie Hard Kill, Willis unexpectedly fired a gun loaded with a blank on the wrong cue, terrifying the other actors. The beloved 67-year-old action star made an amazing 22 low-budget movies in just the last 4 years because he knew the curtain was slowly falling on his career, and he wanted to provide for his family. In the movie American Siege, released 3 months ago, you can see a device called an earwig, which was apparently used to feed him his lines.
Can you clean this up? I'll clean.
In another movie, Out of Death, his dialogue was kept short and sweet. Director Mike Burns told the writers, "We need to abbreviate his dialogue a bit so that there are no monologues."
Well, we're going to end on that note. That is a hero. That is a warrior. That is a guy who does not give up. I mean, shout out to him. He knew his time was ending, and he kept putting out movies. And even if they weren't good movies, shout out to him. All right, let me wrap this up and let you guys know that you can listen to Hoppy Hour on every major platform by searching Hoppy Radio. The listens have been through the roof, and I appreciate the support. But most importantly, up next is Roger and JP, then Drew Garabo live, a cat named Mo, and then Johnny B. And then tomorrow morning from 5 to 8 a.m., it is Tampa Bay Fishing Radio with Captain Zach and Great Burchell. And they put on the best fishing radio show in America. Then from 8 to 9 a.m., a really good show, the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, and it's from 8 to 9. And then from 10 to 11, it is the Weekly Checkup. And then from 11 to 2, it is Miggs and Swig with Don Miggs, Lisa DiBartolo, and Cam on Film. And I believe they will be having a few of their famous friends call in. And that's always cool to like put them on hold and be like, oh my God, I just talked to Joe Montana. So check that out. And then from 2 to 4, it is the Mike O radio show. But Mike O will not be in tomorrow. And let me tell you, the Corey Cardinal, who is the promotions king, he does so much for this company. It's unbelievable. He will be the host tomorrow with myself and Denise with her pieces at 3 p.m. And then Sunday, there is Johnny B replays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then Roger and JP from 1 to 2:30, and then NASCAR. And then it all begins over Monday morning. You got replays until 6 a.m. And you got the Mike Calta show, the Mike Calta after show with Carmen, Roger and JP, Drew Garabo live, a cat named Mo, and Johnny B, and it wraps up. Listen, I know I am not for everybody, but I work really hard. But you guys work even harder because I'm sitting here pushing buttons while you're out there working your ass off. And we appreciate that because the people that work their ass off need entertainment as background noise to make themselves feel better and feel entertained. And the fact that this place is number one, The Bone, for entertainment, that number one says that you know your radio. You know what is good entertainment. And number two, that The Bone is the best around. This has been Hoppy Hour, filling in for the Mike Calta After Show. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy, signing off. Talk to you this weekend on 102.5 The Bone.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone.